Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Not only is this Matt Porter's pre-coitus pep talk to himself, but it also describes tonight's Ultimate Flighting Championship. This Friday's stiff competition features the Featherweights. Now that my voice has got you properly fluffed, let's see who sent Matt the best bourbon between 90 and 95 proof. Buckle up for ADHD Whiskey Live.
What's going on, everybody? I remembered the mute button right away. Heck yes, Friday night, everything is all right. It's all good, baby. It was all a dream. We used to read Word Up magazine, Heavy D and Salt and Pepper up in the limousine? No. I need a few drinks in me before I can go full on Biggie. Corey Bush is in the house. What's up, Corey Bush? John K. Rick Manasak. Wait one sec. What does Rick Manasak say? I got back up B520, blah, 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 blah. Just joking. It's Friday. I'm so happy. Wendy Miller, how are you? Rob D in the weekly top 40. Whiskey Central Shayla. Greg Johnson. Tit Cornet. Dana Blanco. What's happening, Mom? How are you? Love you. Love you, Mom. 4-Leaf Whiskey, one MoCast. Robotics in the house. Heck yes. What is going on? What is going on, everybody? Gary Franchi, the franchise himself. Marcelo Miranda. Love that name. Man, oh man. I am excited. That intro again, thank you to Jonathan Cook, the voice, the man whose voice will fluff you right up. Right up, that Jonathan Cook, right? Man, every single time it gets me going. Gets me going hard. DC says, wow. DC, I love you. Thumbnail courtesy of DC tonight. Obviously, you know a DC thumbnail when you see it, and that was a DC thumbnail. Northwest Bourbon's in the house. A competitor tonight. A competitor. Mark Emmenecker cracked my featherweight for the evening. Cheers, Matt. May the best pour win. Mark, also a featherweight competitor. Matt Horn. What's going on? Anthony Arnold's in the house. Horses and Bourbon. You say jump, I say how high. That was started as I was going to try to make a horse joke out of that. Boy. Never mind. That was, we'll do something. We'll get it. We'll nail it down later. We will nail it down later. Andrew Patrick, Mr. Bill. Daniel. Daniel Toole's in the house. The bourbon boss man himself, Nick and Chad Guzinski. What's happening? Jesse Mitchell. Travis Robeson. Dara's here. What's up, Dara? Double dare ya to subscribe to the average drinker. Boom. Chris Janelle Hodges. What's going on, Chris Janelle Hodges? Nice to see you here. Paul Weck. Mr. Paul. Tommy D's in the house. Riot Entertainment is being entertained probably by something else. It's in their name anyway. Oh, man, I am so excited for tonight. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Bill Kavanaugh because last week I got what some doctors would consider to be confused with the lineup and spent some time talking with Bill after the stream and we got it all nailed down. So right off the bat, I want to just bring this to everyone's attention. Bill Kavanaugh was a champion, so I mean, of course, he wanted to help out. He was the super heavyweight champion. You know what? Probably should have just written this down in, better. There's 8 samples last week, which was a lot. You know what I mean? So that was kind of a thing. So yeah, definitely should have. Oh boy, you know what? We'll get to it later. I think I need a few. Was there 7 or 8 samples last week? Man, oh man. You know what? we're gonna start this stream out with me not confused because I have a list, but I didn't list them in order. So that's Porter's bad. That's my bad. That's my bad. I want to. Oh, we got to do a couple things really quick. I need to turn on my camera, so my girls get up. I'll see them, and then we're gonna rock and roll. We have the featherweights tonight, 90 proof to 94.9. That is the range, and we have 7 samples, and it's gonna go down. It's gonna go down in the DMs or something, whatever they say. I don't know. And then, in case wifey calls, I have my sound on. Great dad, great husband. Now time to be a great whiskey taster. Yes, Ghost Piper's in the house. Christopher Gable, what up, you big sexy beast? Nothing. All of a sudden, I have notifications galore. And, yeah, that's what I was looking at, Bill. But then I tried to put them in order and I got confused. So can't do it. Can't do it. Mark Amenecker says, I'm not a featherweight. I have a middleweight. Thanks for the shout out, though. Oh, well, sorry, Mark. Maybe I poured the wrong ones. Just kidding. I poured the right ones. Tonight, I am so prepared. I have all 7 pours already poured, already labeled, and all ready to rock and roll. I have the letters to the corresponding pour on the corresponding envelope of the reveal. So could this possibly go wrong tonight? No, impossible. It's impossible. Everything will go so right. Everything's going to go perfectly right. What's going on? Let's see here. T. Jarrett found a bottle of Barzone Discovery Series 1. Picked up for $190. Definitely an interesting find 3 years after release. Yeah, I would. If I found one for that, I would buy it. I would. Dan Barber cracking a featherweight Elijah Craig 18 for tonight. Solid featherweight for sure. Definitely for sure. Oh, I forgot to even. You know what I was gonna do, but I didn't. Get more different music. Stupid. That's all right. One of these years we'll get everything figured out. Probably not this year. Maybe next year. Possibly. Anywho, Bob Belkovic, let's have some fun tonight. I agree. I definitely agree. I'm ready. I don't know who sent these. These just showed up in my mailbox the other day. So if you're the culprit, let me know. Because look at this. Ready to go. Ready to go. Ready for the featherweight division. Get your samples in, you swine, whatever that means. Oh, the people who haven't sent them in yet. Oh, we've got most of them in now. Most of them are here. Do you have your spandex and high tops on? No. I'm wearing $4 Walmart flip-flops. Just rocking it out. Sporting the Virtue Octopus. Heck yeah. Speak of the devil. Weren't we talking last week about an Into the AM shirt? I swear we were. I swear we were talking about an Into the AM collab that I'd like to do. And then guess what happened? I got an email this week saying we're doing it. So, Into the AM collaboration shirt is coming, I guess. That's just super cool. Super cool, and I'm pumped about it. It's corn. I can't go wrong, says Bill Zier. It's corn. It's juicy or something. Music is a nice touch. If it's too loud, let me know. I have no idea. I don't even know. You want to prep your palate for weenie bourbons by drinking a few ounces of that hazmat obtainium behind you? It's not hazmat. Close. 135.7. This is my pick. I just got it today. But dang it, mine didn't have the sticker on it yet. They sent it before they stickered it. If anyone's waiting for their light whiskey, Bourbon Outfitter is a little bit behind. They're swamped with orders. So they're shipping out a few days later than they typically do. So hold your horses and you will get it in due time in perfect condition. But yeah, I haven't even opened it yet. Yeah, I got it today. It's exciting. I figured probably wouldn't drink that before these, but I will do this since we are doing the featherweight division tonight. I figured we'd start with a featherweight. How about a little Calumet 8 to get things going? just to know what this is and then what those are. Because, right? I mean, we'll start with this, and then if anyone sent anything worse than this, then you're fired. You're literally fired. You, America. All right. Just prep the palate for a little 90 proof action. That's way too much. No way I finish that. Throw it. Just chuck it. Can't wait for that collab. Me either. I'm excited. Sent them some ideas and stuff, but just super stoked. F the bad news. Rather watch the future Dan Rather in the effect of what in the world is Marcelo Miranda talking about? No clue. Plague Dr. Zach. Oh, hello there. Hello, Plague Dr. Zach. Always love the ADHD hotel lounge piano bright lights are about to come on music. That's right. The best sub $12 bourbon is Spirits of the Apocalypse. Spirits of the Apocalypse. It is a Walking Dead bourbon, and it's on clearance for $9 when I see it now. So, $9. The first time I bought it was $40. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Wow. They really charge $50 for that. Keep forgetting. But that is a 90. You know what? One more sip. It's a 90 proof. Got to prep the palate before we get into the good stuff. 7 competitors tonight, and we'll let you know who they are in one moment. Come on. That is a nutty bugger. That is a nutty bugger. I am currently out in the backyard with a fire going on some fat tire and a Yingling. The Yingling twins. If I could do a Yingling store pick, which isn't a thing, obviously, it would definitely be the Yingling twins. Bruzel's in the house. Bruzel, you son of a bitch. I love you, Bruzel. I do love me some Bruzel. Gary Franchi, shipping in cooler weather, not the worst thing, that's for sure. All right, let's see who are our 7 competitors tonight. In no particular order, unless, of course, they are in order, which they are, but we're just going to say they're not. Somebody put a stamp on theirs, which is pretty cool, considering I've got a free stamp now. Boom. I'm way behind in chat, too. Dang it. Trying to catch up here. Benchmark, huh? John Reese is in the house. I so need that headband. I don't know who sent it. If you're in chat and you sent it, speak up. What? I was thinking it had to be DC, but DC normally sends stuff right to my house. Jeffrey Wack is here. Hello again, whiskey friends. Hello again, you smiling bugger. You beautiful man. Paul and Ann CT. Matt, have you joined Cobra Kai? Not yet. Not yet. Thinking about it. Or just might start my own dojo in the garage. You know what I mean? I just started here in the garage. Old Toad. I almost said Odd Todd, but it's Old Toad. What in the world? Bobby Shaw is here. Bobby Shaw. Evening ADHD. How about using commas this week? Why did my chat jump? For what's in your glass bottle list ranking. Just saying commas. What? How about using commas this week for what's in your glass bottle list ranking? Just saying. Like, are there different types of commas? To like, right now I'm using question marks because I have no idea what you're talking about, Bobby Shaw. But yeah, anything could be better than last week. Anything would be better. Anything would be better. Marcel Miranda, talking to the mates. Talking to the mates. No, it's bad too. Joe Waniger. Man, I'm the other guy, I guess. I imagine they make Yingling by taking the stocks from... Oh, I've never even had Yingling. Never. Just saying. No crickets this year. I did successfully capture a mouse. I killed it. It's dead. Felt bad. Definitely felt bad. But you know what happens when you mess around? You find out. That's what they say. Dieterlang, if it were me, you should be getting another one. Wait, Matt, it were me, and am I reading right tonight? Matt, it were me, and you should be getting another one. Damn, Amazon forgot the gift note again. Oh, dude, Dieter, thank you so much. Oh, you sent 2 of them? Why'd you do that? You know what they say. Oh, you'll give a pair away. How about that? Go into a comb? I don't know. To separate your key list. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I see what you mean now. Commas in the key list. I got it. All right. Tonight's competitors for the Featherweight division. Mark Schwartz. Bob Belkovic. Jason Gaffney. Jason Gaffney. Or, if it's just a long R that just went a little too far, Jason Gaffrey. It's Gaffrey. Unless, of course, I'm wrong. John K. Rob Sinclair. Northwest Bourbon. And Jacob Coles. In no particular order. 7 competitors, 1 judge. I think it's time to get into these featherweights because I want to take my time. I want to take my sweet time. I want to answer some questions, do some talking, and find out who's going to be crowned the featherweight champion of the year on ADHD Whiskey. Which patron brought the heat? Well, they couldn't have brought too much, but which patron brought the best? We'll find out. I'll do the rest. Let's see. I think the music's a little too long. I don't know. Not too quiet. I don't know. Just gonna forget about that's even there. Mark asks what's going on. Rick Manasak. Good luck, competitors, and Matt too. I'm gonna need it because I am terrible at this now. So terrible at this. You know, making sure everything works correctly. Who sent A, B, C, and D? Well, I mean, it doesn't. They're on the envelopes. I have them on the envelopes. So, you know, I don't want to say it because I don't want to accidentally have some. Oh, by the way, I double stickered the glass, so even if I look straight through the glass, I can't see the letter. Because people get on my case about it. They're lettered up here. They're lettered up here, but it'll be a surprise for all of us because if you see your letter on the bottom of a glass, I want you to be surprised too. I don't want you to see a letter on the bottom of a glass and be like, oh, he likes mine the most, or he doesn't like mine the most. It's a surprise. Surprise, bitches. It's Brittany, bitches. Or something. Oh, I'm picking up at Bardstown tomorrow. Which one? Which one are you getting? Black Doctor. Glass 1, by the way. Oh, I've got them in the sweet board that Whiskey Wiggle made for me last year. The flight board. 6 of them are in there, and 1 of them is on the table. So I bought a $50 bottle of bourbon just because it had a Black Doctor on it. Social still? Was I wrong? I can't read your comments anymore, Black Doctor Zach. You're just messing with my head. No idea what's going on. A Black Doctor on it. Nick ends in here. What's the over-under on duplicate samples? When they get to lower proofs like this, I think that the possibilities of duplicate samples increases. My job is simple. Don't put the same exact sample, one in first place and one in last place, because that'll make me look even dumber than I should look. All right, glass number 1. Swirl J. Ooh, oaky. So when you have a 90 to 94.9 proof bourbon, it's not exactly going to blow you away with proof. So the proof is in the pudding, uh, or as the bourbon junkies would say. Um, Needless to say, the proof is in the pudding. You have to make up with it. You have to make up the lack of proof with age or like something else, right? Some sort of a great blend, an aged great blend. Let's see what we have here. Because these lower proof divisions are very interesting. Oaky, little medicinal cherry on glass number 1. Very nice. Ooh, this one smells sort of familiar, but I do like it. It's the oak and the medicinal cherry are standing out, and they're leading the pack of scents on the nose of this bourbon. Yeah. A little bit of a grape Laffy Taffy. No, not a Laffy Taffy. A fruity, a footy, a footsie, a fruitsy. The Halloween candies, they're like Tootsie Rolls, but they're the flavored ones. The purple one of those. Oh, yeah. Big time. All right. Glass number 1 down the hatch. About 90 proof, obviously. Oaky and sweet. Much better than Calumet 8. Right out of the gate. Right away, way better. It is a little vanilla-y and a little bit... You know those freezer pops you get? The ones that come in a box, and they're like for children, but you eat them as an adult because they throw them at you in the parade. And you have to snip the top off and you have to push them up. It tasted like a purple one of those if it weren't cold, if it were melted, if it were just liquid. Kind of like that. Not super oily, but very good. I'm going to make a note and I'm going to get to chat. These lower proof bourbons are also much easier to sip next to each other without getting a blown out palate, that's for sure. One is sweet oak. Freezy Pop. And I'm just going to assign it a numerical score to go from there. Alrighty. Fancy Frenchie's in the house. What's going on, Marine? Hey. Say hello and good night all. Just got home from work and have to be up again at 4 o'clock in the morning. Get a real job, Marine. Jeez Louise. Nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time, ain't nobody got time, ain't nobody got time for that. That's just a good song. A little Schlammer on Country Schlammer tonight. Thomas Hensel. That's awesome to hear. I mean, be careful, but I do love me some New Riff Country Schlammer. Paul and Ann Russell Single Barrel. Nice. Conor McGregor. If you haven't seen, if you're interested, if you go to Proper 12's website, you can apply to be a brand ambassador for Proper 12 and work for Conor McGregor. Thought about doing it. Because wouldn't that be fun on that guy's yacht just for a day? I'd quit. I definitely quit right after that. But just for a day. If you talk crap about Dustin Poirier together and how bad his whiskey is, then we giggle about it. Oh, Connor, you're so funny. You're so fat. That kind of thing. Just laughing on his big yacht, his Lamborghini yacht, about Dustin Poirier's whiskey. I'd probably say rare trash, and he'd giggle a little bit. Then he'd say something, I don't know, it'd be love. It'd be a love story. Then he'd punch me in the face when he got drunk. we'd be on TMZ and call it a night. Maybe Matt should review Craft Brew. I'm not reviewing Craft Brew. No way. Unless, of course, I do, but I won't. Let's see here. Sir Cuts. Hello, Matt. I'm trying to watch you and wrench at the same time. Good luck with that. Good luck. The West has a different air. What kind of different air? Smoke? Glass tube. Ooh, okay. That's a different breed of animal. Initially, I was like, ooh, oak, but then it turned into like a weird, there was a twisty. If you ever cap your bourbon like this, the first smell you get when you uncap it is the most interesting smell because there's stuff you don't normally pick up, then you can't pick up again. This one is a little bit muskier. Fish of 1,000 casts. The musty. Yeah. This one seems almost like it doesn't have a dusty note, but a musty note. Like whatever is in this was in either in a cask barrel for an extended period of time and picked up that musty barrel note, or it was just in a musty barrel. You never know. But that's not a bad thing. I really like it. Ooh. All right, down the hatch, glass number 2. It smells tremendous. Ooh. This one has a finish. The oak note is sticking around. It's hanging 10. It's like that movie Back to the Beach with the big kahuna when it used to hang 10. There's Pee Wee Herman in it. And they sang the song. It's a good movie. If you haven't seen it, Back to the Beach. If you can find it anywhere, let me know where, because I want to watch it. Where was I? Oh. Oaky and tremendous. This one wasn't as sweet as the first one, but more barrel experience. That was influenced by the barrel so hard. What a great bourbon number 2 is. Make a little note, read some chat. Oh, I got something to show you guys too. And gals. I started thinking the other day, you know what really bothers me while I'm starting another tangent without reading chat or doing what I said I was going to do? I hate when I'm talking to guys and girls and I just call them guys. It's always bothered me. And I'm like, hey guys, let's go guys. What's up guys? You guys are the best. It's like, because you're not all guys. Some of you aren't guys. So to make up for that, I thought maybe I should just start calling you all girls or gals or ladies. And I don't know if I'd be the first person to ever do that. Probably not. Probably stole that from somebody else. Not sure who, but all right, ladies. Kind of like that. And if you're a man, just realize that I've called ladies in chat guys for the longest time. So 2 is extended oak. Extended oak. That is like that oak went on a Cialis bender. Extended oak, spice, barrel. Nice. Like that a lot. Catching up in chat here. Oh, thanks DC for the Patreon shout out. If you are a patron, I just got a date for the Starlight Pinot de Charon finished bourbon. It is going to be the 7th of October. 7th of October for the Red Panty Night, the Pinot de Charon. Otter Pops. Oh, wow, we're way behind. Son of a bitch, Matt. Catch up. Matt, thoughts on the Penelope Architect? I haven't opened it yet. I didn't try build 1 or build 2. I've never even seen a bottle. I saw this yesterday. I got overcharged for it. Apparently, after I checked the price of what it should have been, but I haven't opened it yet. Maybe we'll open it after this. But it is build 3. And like I always say, never ever start with the first build. Just like Michael Scott. I didn't even want to hear your first offer. So tell me what your second offer is. Dan Elm's here. Dan friggin' Like. I love you, Dan. Man, the Like family. They should have a TV show. I'm just saying. Julie. Dan and Julie. Dan and Julie, Dan and Julie, Dan and Julie, Dan and Julie. Bourbon, 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 bourbon. Dan and Julie, Dan and... That could be a song. I just got... I just read it. We were late. I was late. Mark Emmett, 10,000 casts. You're right. 10,000. Wow, I'm way behind. Good grief, Matt. You know what? If I miss something really important, I'm gonna need you to retype it because I'm skipping to the bottom here unless I see. Earthlings. Don't get poked in the oak. I'll try not to. Matt is, yes, I am 5 minutes behind because I'm trying to. Okay, but now I'm not. Boom, bitches. Just caught up with one scroll of the mouse. Rest in peace. Because snap. Got it. I got it good. I got that mouse so good. He shouldn't have been rummaging around in here. Matter of fact, after the live stream the other night, he ran out of the boxes and we made eye-to-eye contact, and I go, "You!" And then he scurried back, and then the next day, was his last. Poor guy. Or girl. Well, if it was a girl. I'm sorry for being so slow on this chat, ladies, but I was going to show you something neat. I'll show you something neat in a minute. 218 people here. Thank you so much. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up. If you're on a mobile device and you don't know how to hit the thumbs up, you got to exit out of the live chat, then hit the thumbs up, and then re-enter into the live chat. That's just how it works. That's the fastest I've ever talked. Can you believe it? Class 3. Guess what? Another oaky son of a jokey. All right. This one has some more, like a little bit of Dr. Pepper on it. A little bit of cola. A little bit of an oak cola, you know? Yeah. If, since Julie is here, I'll ask permission to use her word, and then I won't wait for her to give me permission. I'll just say that there is a bit of effervescence, if that's how you pronounce it, on the nose. Almost seems a little fizzy. Maybe it's a higher rye bourbon. I don't know. Wait a minute. Wait one Fred minute. This is becoming more and more familiar the more I smell it. This might be, I don't want to guess, but I gotta get. Might be a Buffalo Trace product. As my nose tells my brain that my brain isn't saying what it's smelling properly. Maybe an MGP, possibly Buffalo Trace. What? It does have a nice solid oaky profile. Let's go for a sip. Creamy and dreamy. Possibly a wheated offering from Glass 3. Just the way that it doesn't envelop, which is a word on the back of the palate. It's mostly on the tip of the tongue, creamy and sweet and delicious. Wonder if that's Weller 12. Possibly. I'll make a note of it in my notes journal. Glass 3. Weller 12? Question mark. Oaky, creamy, dreamy. Nice. All right. So far, this is a competitive group. This is a very competitive group. Alec is in the house. Alec is up in this bee. Everybody. Put your hands together for Alec Rubin. Alec, jeez. I love that man. I can't wait to see Alec again. And I just can't wait to see Alec again. That was a mix of 3 different songs. One of them, it started with Miley Cyrus and then went sideways. Is Thrasher here? Of course I baited it with Peanut Butter Mark. I'm not stupid. I watched my dad growing up. And then I learned how to lick peanut butter off of, a set mousetrap. And only got caught once. Watching me. I don't know what the heck Nick Hand's talking about either. Do. I can't. When I shoot videos, there's no music. So this is weird for me to talk with music on. Oh, you know what I could do? I could just why don't I turn my music down? Huh? Wow. I just turned my music. I turned mine down. It was probably echoing now that I think about it. That makes total sense. I like Colorado a lot. I do like it a lot. Thanks, Coin Sense and Nonsense. Appreciate it. I feel like $11, which is a lot more than before. Thrash Daddy. Maddie, I had Penelope Architect. They're builds, brother. Come on, get it right. Build 1 and 2 at Pours in the Park. I can send some samps if desired. Let me try build 3 first because there's a French oak. I don't know. If it does it for me, if it's up my alley, then absolutely. If it's not my jam, then forget about it. Don't want it. Just kidding. Sweet stash, bro. Hells yeah. Working could use a little TJ, a little trim job. But you know how it is. You know how it is. Triple Helix. I'll be lighting a Blind Faith. Absolutely great selection there. I love Blind Faiths. Blind Faith with a Joseph Magnus cigar blend. Solid. Super solid. Looking like time for Jazzercise. Absolutely. Wonder if this was made in America. What do you think? What's the over-under on that? Just wondering. Probably pretty low. Simon says just checking in. Love the content. Thank you. Simon says stay. Boom. So now you can't leave. Now you got to stay. Unless Simon tells you otherwise. So suck on that. How far am I behind now? CPA Whiskey says ISPY. There was no sound issue. It does go fine with that fine voice. Women of Whiskeys is here. Rob D might set fire to a La Palina. Lancero scored some in a trade. Nice. Is Penelope in Michigan? I don't know. Actually, you have to ask. I'm not in Michigan anymore, so I don't know. Simon says sold. You know what? If I keep reading Simon Says and then what Simon says, Simon might say something that people don't like, and then everybody will have to do it. So got to be careful with that one. Got to be careful because Simon might say everybody something. So I'll be careful. Penelope is not in Michigan. Jared Renfro says, Porter, what's going on? Calling us all ladies is an upgrade for roughly half of us. All good. All right, Bill. Then Michael Leocada. Hi, Maddie. You're not a fan of the build too thin and not sweet. I'm kind of slammered on the front chocolate bomb and offs. Old Forester single barrel proof, really toasted. All right. Well, it is Friday. Just if you want to make it through the end, we got to chill a little, but not a lot, just a little. I do like that Ferrand. Both of what you said there, the Ferrand and the Old Forester single barrels, they're kind of like a nightly. Like some nights I could go with them, and some nights not so much. But good choices. All right, I want to show you this. Who in the chat? And by the way, I gotta give a shout out to my main man, Jeffrey Wack sent this to me earlier, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. Who in chat is familiar with Michael Veach, the Bourbon Hall of Famer, bourbon historian and author? Michael Veach, he's probably one of the only people in bourbon who dresses on par with Fred Minnick. But anyway, he sent me something super cool today, and I just got to share. Because it's super neat. Michael Veach, his website. I'm just going to try to share the screen here. And here it is. Boom. Whiskey of the month. Rare character ADHD fishing. Bam. Look at this. Michael Veach. Friggin' Bourbon Hall of Famer. That's his whiskey of the month for September. This is my rare character pick. Super, super cool. I don't know. I thought it was really neat that was on there. And I messaged him and said, thank you. But who knows if he will respond? Probably not. But that's actually really neat. And that rye is awesome. So there's that. That is Michael Veach's website. So thank you, Jeffrey Wack, for pointing that out. That was really, really cool. I mean, the congrats thing isn't like I didn't make it. Congrats to Steve Nally. What's the word that you use when you're saying something that like you don't want to be held to? Allegedly. Congrats to Steve Nally, allegedly, because he's the one who made it, allegedly. You know what I mean? I just said it was the best one and I picked it. That's all. Shout out to Rebecca De Mornay. Rebecca. Is Rebecca De Mornay the one who sent it? Nope, wrong. Wrong on that one. I don't know what I was thinking. Will Billy scored a CYPB for retail. I will never be that lucky again. You never know. You might be. Especially, I don't know what you're going to do with that. Have you opened it yet? Glass 4. Wow. This smells fantastic. This almost has like a turkey nose. Very oaky and very bright cherry. Yeah. Maybe not turkey. I don't know. I don't want to think. I'm trying not to guess what it is. Stop, Matt. Just enjoy the smell. The red Kool-Aid powder. If you opened up the red Kool-Aid pouch and smelled that. If the pouch were made with charred oak and alcohol. Wow. Yeah, the nose on... if the palate matches the nose on glass 4, these other bourbons might be in big trouble, Bob. Might be in big trouble, ladies. All right, glass 4 down the hatch. Yeah. Wow. That is an oak roller coaster that I was not buckled in for, and realized it on the second corkscrew and almost fell out. But luckily I'm huge and was stuck because that was very good. And I was happy to see the end of the ride. Wow. Strawberry. Like, it was an oak into a strawberry creamsicle-y wonderment of like that was, what in the world is that? Whatever that is, there's a couple of these in here so far that whatever they are, Porter Wand. Could Porter afford? No, probably not. Unless, of course, it's readily available, in which case, let's do it. But what in the heck is that? I have different things bouncing around in my head, like usual. This one might, I don't know if it's the oldest or just the best put together. His mice might be the oldest so far. 4. So far, through 4 pours, blown away. These are amazing, guys and gals. I just said guys again. Son of a bitch. Hate it when I do that. Awesome pours, ladies. Thank you so much. These are so good. I have not found a Jacob's Well yet. Not in the wild. I have not. But I'm looking. I am looking. Looking for Jacob's Well if they ever make it to Colorado. Looking for a Knob Creek 18. Looking for an Elijah Craig C922. The more current larceny barrel proofs from B to C. What else is Porter looking for that is possible? I don't even know. I'm sure I won't see any of the new turkey stuff here. The wax on the rare character bottle, yeah, be careful. Be super careful with that. Mark Heron, are you in Colorado still? My wife has fantasies about you. Yeah, definitely in Colorado still. Red 55 standing by in before Calumet 16. Oh, it can't be. This is 90 to 94.9 proof. These are glorious. These are glorious so far. I don't know if it's Barton or not. Am I actually, how far behind am I? Oh, I'm not far behind. I don't think that was Barton. In my head, it went like this. I don't think it's an Elijah Craig 18. Maybe like one of the orphan barrels, possibly. Maybe something like that. It's kind of like what, I have no idea. I don't know. So good though. So stinking good. You can just refer to people as earthlings. Well, most of us, unless Elon Musk is in chat, in which case, highly doubtful. Highly doubtful. Nice job, ladies. Gave me a flashback to my football coach. You ladies tired? Yeah? Well, then you need to get into shape. Keep running. You ladies tired now? No? Well, I'm not running you hard enough. Keep running. Didn't notice a proof listed in the title. Definitely not Calumet 16. No, that was not Calumet. Let's go to glass 5. Oh, I didn't even make notes for glass 4. I didn't do that. Note to self. Don't start making notes if you're not going to continue making notes. Write that down. Wow. And oh yeah, solid note. All right, glass 5. Glass 5 is a bit bitter. A bit, maybe a bit of a sourpuss, a bit bitter, a bit sour. What in the world? Florally, kind of I'm not okay. After coming off of glass 4, anything is going to be hard to smell great. Wait a minute. It reminds me of a Maker's Mark product, but it can't be. No. Huh. It's like creamy. I get that creamy yogurty vibe off of this that I get off of Maker's Mark. Like a a little bit of a bad Greek yogurt. Maybe it's starting to dissipate a little bit. It might be starting to dissipate a little bit. Huh. Okay, I gotta taste it. On the nose, probably just because it came after glass 4, but not a ginormic fan. Let's go for a taste. A little thin and a little bright. There is definitely some oak influence on it, but nothing that is like this one's probably gonna get ruled out. It's not, I mean, I'm not saying this is a bad pour, but compared to a few of these I've tasted so far, it doesn't really stand up. But I'm not going to judge a book by its cover or a bourbon by its lover. Remember that. And by lover, I mean first sip. We'll have to come back to it. But 5 so far, I think, is probably what I would consider to be me in cross country. Out of the running, as they say. Possibly, probably. 5. Meh. It's a bit sour. Alright. Going for a little water break. A little bit of a water break. Hydrogen, oxygen, probably on there a little bit. For sure. 2 to 1, I would say. Probably 2 parts to 1. Solid water mash bill. Traditional. Like ex-wife bitter? Ex-girlfriend probably. Not ex-wife bitter. Ex-girlfriend bitter. My rare character wax cork popped on my hot Churro rental car in Lexington. How hot was it to get through all that wax? To melt that wax, it must have been like 600 degrees in there. Must have been really hot up in that thing. Welcome to the party, Dickel. I was thinking that, but I don't think that was Dickel. I just had a little thought process going. I don't think that was Dickel. Stuff and Whiskey is here. What's going on? Josh, Aaron, probably Josh. It's late over there. Aaron's definitely in bed. Unless, of course, she's not, in which case, super sorry. It's Friday. It is Friday. So, you never know. All right, let's go in for Chris Conkey likes turtles. Turtles. All right, glass 6. Dry. Dryness and maybe a slight bit of nut. Some nut. Definitely some nut action. All right, the volume's on. I forgot I did turn that on. A little bit of a circus peanut. Drag race. I live my life a quarter mile at a time too. And for those 9 seconds or so, I'm free. Yeah, kind of corny, kind of nutty. Let's go for a taste. Okay. The heck was that? That was a bit thin and nutty. Not my favorite either. So this, at least, okay. At least we're gonna make this not extremely difficult to pick a top 3 or 4. So I think 6 is a bit thin, nutty. Didn't love 6 either. That's not to say it's a bad bourbon, because remember, they all did follow some really, 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 really good things. So who knows what's in 6? But I think it's safe to say I should move on and save my palate for the ones that are going to be really fighting for the title here. And that one just got liver kicked by, I don't know, Jean-Claude Van Damme, right in the liver. Whoa. Final glass 7, and creamy on the nose. It smells creamy. Standard bourbon notes. Maybe a little bit more oak than usual, maybe not. But like a creamy cherry, creamy, possibly another Buffalo Trace. If one of these were a Buffalo Trace, I can't remember. A little bit of ooh, you know those Jolly Rancher, the thin Jolly Ranchers? They came in a pack that looked like a slap bracelet. It smells like one of those red, thin, slap bracelet-sized Jolly Ranchers. Huh, down the hatch. There are pours that stand out more in here as far as just like heavy hitters. A couple of these are really, really good. This one is very good. I do enjoy it. The finish is a bit lacking compared to some of them. It does have some cherry and some oak, and it's very consistent. Like it flows on the palate nice. It develops nicely, but it's just not up to like, there's a couple here that are just outstanding. This one's very good, but it's not going to be a game changer, I don't think. I need to revisit 1 through 4 again, which is funny that everything after 4 kind of went out of the running. But I think that I probably have my bottom 2. Let's make a note on 7. Little guessy poop. And all right. So I do have, well, let me see. Yeah, I think that glasses 5 and 6 are going to bring up the rear. And then I want to go back to 1. And then, actually, you know what I want to do first? I want to go to 3, because 3 and 7 are very familiar to each other. Maybe not. Wow. These things are changing. 3 smells candy bar-like now. Candy bar and like a Snickers bar. Mm. Yeah. Now I'm changing around my order as I taste, as Porter creates the Porter order. And a little water, and then we're going to start narrowing this down. Thank you, everybody who sent these pours. Friggin' really good. This is probably one of my favorite flights I've done in a really long time. 7 pours deep, so it is a bit difficult to like really pick up all the nuances of each and every one of them. But if I slow it down, then we will be golden. We'll be in luck. So just slow it down a bit and regain a little bit of stamina. Oh, running out of breath, but I got stamina. Just a good song. Everybody now. I got stamina. Lionel's in the house. Just got blueberry on my Central Waters Bourbon Barrel Stout. Never happened before. A nutty drag race. Cool story, Vin Diesel. All right, Trans Am. Friggin' Josh. Got a friggin' Ram Air hood on that thing. I rarely hear background to talk about, but I heard that car. Yeah, a lot of time it is. I think that I'll be shooting a video and I'll stop and I'm like, oh my god, and then when I'm editing it, I can't even hear it. So other times I think that I won't be able to hear something and I can. Just strange. Still revisiting the Calumet. Glass 6 kind of reminded me of it a little bit. Dang it, old toad, you stop. The Jolly Ranchers you would lick into a shiv. That's the right one. That is definitely the right one. You knew exactly what I was talking about. Jordan 23, the GOAT. Well, greatness can be debated. That's for sure. Russell's Reserve 10. For that, that's a solid one. It's a solid one. It wouldn't win here tonight, but it is solid. I do. It's kind of funny because I'm curious about glass 5. I'll go back to that in a little bit. I need to focus on the top 3 here. So I have there. Let's go to glass 1. Wait a minute. Check my notes. Oh crap, I dropped my pencil. Son of it. Yes. Glass 1. Glass 1, we shall reunite now. Alrighty. The first one I sipped tonight. Oh. Okay. All right. You didn't stop fighting. You are alive and breathing heavily in my trunk. I thought you were done for, but nope. Surprise, surprise. You are ready for more. And so am I. Bring it on. Wow. The nose on... shall I do the side-by-side? Shall I side-by-side the noses? No. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe in a minute. Wow. Glass 1 is filled with aromas that I enjoy. Down the hatch. Yeah. What I really like, is when I start narrowing it down from my least favorite to favorite, and then I sip one of them and I'm like, oh, I think that goes here. Then I sip the one I think goes next in line, and I sip it and I'm like, oh, I was right. That is a little bit better than the last one. And then I sip the next one, and it keeps getting better and better because in my head I thought I knew the order, and then upon retesting, I'm pleased to see that so far Porter's order might be the order. This one is really good though. Could this win? Could Glass 1 win? I don't know, but I am excited to find out. Oh, did I see my little man? My little friend? Todd Ritter, I need to send you some 4-gate you have not tried. We need to talk because I do have some 4-gates from Bill, and yeah, but I definitely, guess what? All of a sudden, 4-gate out of the gate, I love it. I love 4-gate, and I had no idea. I just can't keep up with 4-gates. There's so many of them, and they happen so fast that I just get overwhelmed and confused, and I just can't keep up. My brain doesn't work like that anymore. So I didn't buy any of them because I just didn't know which one to buy, and I didn't want to buy the wrong one. There he is. There's my main man, friggin' Cameron. Cameron says, "What's up, man? On the way home from playing Indiana Jones live with the film? You played the sound, you played like the, what do you call it? There's a word for it. I'm not going to look at chat because everybody will, you played of the movie. Dang it, come on. I will.
It's so fucking hard. It's not even a big deal.
I'm going to think of it. It is... You know what? I probably won't think of it. But there's a word for the music of the movie. Yeah, I'll look at chat here in a second. And then I'm sure that everybody put the word in chat. What is the word? Shit! See, this is good for my brain, though. This is good for my brain. It's challenging it, and it's trying to make me think harder to figure out which word I'm trying to think of. And if I think of it myself, that's a good thing. If somebody has to help me, that doesn't help my brain. That only makes my brain worse. The key? No. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't know. I guess I'll look at chat now. Hey, Zoe's in the house, Zoclo. It's like the horse race game at the fair. What is? I'm way behind, I'm guessing. So probably 3 minutes. Whatever I said 3 minutes ago. Jonathan Diaz, love watching your channel. Huge inspiration to my whiskey drinking and collection. Cheers. Cheers, Mr. Diaz. I do like Glass 4, Bill. I will get there. Can we take a minute to talk about Port Perry Perry in Josh's voice? No, because I have a video coming out for Port Perry Perry. So we can take a minute after my video comes out for sure. But spoiler alert, no spoiler alerts. The score! Son of a bitch! The score! I knew the word. Mark, Cameron, Old Toad. Yeah, the score. See, I know things. I just don't. My brain is so filled with stuff and whiskey, but it just doesn't come out right. I just can never remember the name of stuff. Tim Evans is here. Yes, figure it out yourself. That's what everybody should have said. That is so cool. The Indiana Jones. Which Indiana Jones? Make a shirt that says, "See, I know things." I think I just make a shirt that says, I don't know how you spell it, but yeah. Where was I? I just tasted Glass 1. I really liked it. So I have 2 two more to taste that I thought were phenomenal. Before I forget, glass 2. Oh. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Nice. I remember watching Indiana Jones with my dad, which was cool. Which Indiana Jones is it? When the guy like puts his whole hand into the guy's body and rips out his beating heart? Which one is that? Temple of Doom? Maybe? You know what? I am gonna A-B noses glass 1 and 2. The nose on glass 2 is like great, but there is a note on the nose of glass 2 that I got the first time that I was like, wait, because there is a kind of a celery. Oh, it was the mustiness. I remember now. Ooh. Yeah, this one is a bit mustier still. Oh man, glass 2 does such a weird thing. Okay, it's still going now. What in the? Okay, this is gonna be hard. Glass 2 starts off like slow, like you're trying to start your lawnmower with Weller Foolproof. Shout out Bruzel. It just doesn't. It's just not working, and then all of a sudden, on your 45th pull, it starts, and just rev lines, just rev limit, just whee, and then you have to turn the choke off right away before you spark knock the crap out of it and blow up your motor. It's like it went from nothing to everything so quick. Glass 1 and 2 are going to be in a battle royale, I tell you what. But I need to taste glass 4 to find out if glass 4 still stands above glass 1 and 2. I'm interested to see because I didn't taste glass 4 after 2 last time. Last time I tasted glass 4 after glass 3. And that does change things. It does change things. Chris Smuda up in the house. Smuda. You're that Chris named Smuda. What's up, Matt? It's Stone Fruit Guy. You know, love the channel and these live chats. What's up, Peaches? What's going on? Peaches and Beaches? Goonies is a more professional film. That's really funny. Yeah, like Old Book Musty. Yep. B. Bauer. I was also born in 84. It's a good year. Just watched Indiana Jones for the first time during the pandemic. I haven't seen it in a very long time. And I really don't have any desire to watch them again. But I don't know, maybe one day. My 6-year-old said we should watch Star Wars today, and I said, no, absolutely not. I've never watched Star Wars, and I'm not going to let my 6-year-old daughter talk me into watching it, so no way. Bourbon Sane Challenge, coin, shout out Chris. Oh, no, this isn't even a contest. Oh. Casey Anthony, that's a killer nose. Wow. Okay, down the hatch. Oh. Yeah. The rest of them are playing for second place. Good grief. Whatever is in glass 4 is one of my favorite things I've tried in a very long time. Is it like Heaven Hill 17 King of Kentucky good? Maybe in a lower proof. Those higher proof ones, the Heaven Hill 17, the King of Kentucky, they do what this does, but just amplified and magnified and just with explosive bursts of flavor. To be able to do that in a 90 to 95 proof whiskey to like wow you like that is something very special. And this is something I really like. I'm going to be totally honest with you here and say that I don't think that this is Elijah Craig 18, but I hope to God it is, because I've never owned a bottle of it, and I would absolutely love something this much that's actually somewhat obtainable via trade, or you know what I mean. But I'm guessing it's probably crazier than that because it tastes nuts. I did get some sort of a message on my P phone. Gotta move everything to the side to decide. Oops. And all right, I will be back after this short break. Give me one moment. I will be right back. Yeah. Give me 1 minute. I am going to, I don't know. I'll be right back. You will see so much nothing for a second. One moment. Sorry about that. When you get orders from the wifey, you just do it. You just do whatever she asks. All right, sorry about that. It's Brittany Bitch, and I am back. Let's see here. Pee break? No, not dropping the kids off. Wifey just said, go check on the kids, would you? And I said, sure will. Absolutely no problem. After these messages. Wow, you guys are rude about bathroom stuff. Just being. All right, so let's get this order down. The porter order. Love you! Exclamation point, send. All right. I'm not a mean daddy. I'm not sitting through that. And any questions she may or may not have had, guess what? Couldn't answer them because not going to watch it. I'm 30-something years old, going on 40, and not going to, you know what? Too late in life to learn about the way of the Star Wars. Can you imagine somebody watching Star Wars for the first time, all the questions that they'd have? No, I wouldn't have any questions. The only question I have is, why am I watching this? and you're not going to do it. I refuse. Whiskey shapes all over the place. No, they're not only are the shapes of the glasses all over the place, try weighing them. I have one of my whiskey glasses is an ounce lighter than another one. I don't understand, unless they're like literally handmade by somebody who's okay at their job. I don't know how they could vary so much in shape. Like, look at between 3 and 4. This is the same glass from the same company, and I'm not joking. Bought from a license, not from Amazon, but from an actual store that sells them. This one is way lighter than this one, and it's like a curvy bulge. This is like Kim Kardashian before the butt job, and then this is bulgy butt Kim, and heavier because they added stuff to her butt. You know what I mean? It's like this is the same glass, but they're completely different. And this is my favorite. This one sucks. Big butts, even though it's got a little butt. But I do have an order, I think, here. I do think I have an order. Pretty sure. Why am I hiding the Calumet 8 under the desk? I poured it to start the stream, Chris. Jeff Mahar. Love you, Matt. Cheers. Thank you, Jeff. Thanks for the super chat. Much appreciated. Dragon, Jeff Mahar, everybody. Muhar, Meager, Miager. The bulge comparisons. I almost went somewhere, but I stopped myself, Cam. And probably happy I did. Let's see. What I'd like to... Oh, yeah, I dropped my book. Should have picked it up when I was... No, I dropped my pencil. I still have my book. Where did I put it when I stood up? Crap. I put it somewhere. It couldn't have went too far. It's a whole book. That's not it. I don't know. But my notes are in that book. What am I going to do with all my notes? Unbelievable. Well, you know what they say. Just go off of memory. All right. Just going to go off of memory. I don't want to. That's why I made notes. Gosh dang it. I don't know. I don't know where I put it. Have you happened to try it? No. It's on my to find list. It's on my to look for list. Thank you, Bob. Appreciate it. Remember where the book is. Thanks, Mark. We're just two wild and crazy guys. Check out our Great Big American Whiskey bulges. That's right. Nope, didn't get the Hardin's Creek yet. Jonathan Cook in chat tonight? Freaking Jonathan Cook, are you around? Mr. Beautiful Voiced Man. Brendan, hey there, Matt. Not even going to read it first. I'm just going to read it out loud. See where this goes. Your channel rocks. I've gotten into whiskey over the past 2 years, and your channel has become a great educational source for me. I appreciate you. Thanks from Brendo. Brendo, thank you. Thanks for the kind words. I don't know how much you're learning, but appreciate you watching. Hopefully you get something out of it, as long as you get something out of it. There's Jonathan Cook. Just want to say I love you and thank you for all of your hard work, even in the middle of the night when you've had a pour or three. There's no way. Because I had notes. I had good notes. Did I take it out of here and put it down out there? I might have. That's a possibility. Whatever. All right. I'm not going to worry about it anymore. I'm just going to worry about it in the back of my head. So I do have an order, I believe. Just take one more sip of We're good. I do have an order. I'm getting too picky. Oh, am I sitting on the book? I don't think so. You know, I thought I'd feel it. Notes upstairs when you left. Yeah, all right. That makes sense. Oh, that makes sense. I lost my microphone. Things are starting to fall apart. I was on a roll, then I got up and right off the roll. Like melted butter. This is a funny comment. I would love to be a fly on the wall to see that. A lot of my Korean friends in Korea are referencing your videos when choosing bourbons. What's his name? It's going to sound funny when I say his name because you guys are going to be like, how did you forget? Mr. Beast. He does all of his videos and he has people who like do his videos in different languages so that people in other countries will see Mr. Beast in their language. So it's like there's a character that voices him in that country. I think that'd be fun to have. If I was ever a bajillionaire, I would have so many Matts running around that just spoke all the languages. Oh, thanks, Joseph Smith. Thanks, Cameron. This is when the stream. I was just looking for a stupid book. All right, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure, and then I want to make sure on the final two as well. I don't want to give an undue last place to something that deserves not last place. But I think we are pretty. We call that translation. No, it's not translation. Wow, wait, what in the heck? How come these smell so good now? Because I didn't just sip 4? Is that what happened? Did 4 completely screw up these 5 and 6? Oh no, that might have happened. Not translation. They actually, maybe it is translation. There is, yeah, I think it is. Son of a bitch. You're probably right. But it's more than translation. I think that like there's a Mr. Beast of that country. Like the video is still the same, but yeah, it is. Dubbing, I think that's more, I don't know. I'm not a doctor, okay? And I've never done it before, but in my mind, it was more than translation. If Rocky Balboa had the headband, he would have beat the Russian the first time. Well, then we wouldn't have got the next one. All right, I think 6. Yeah, 6. Yeah. What am I? Okay. No, I was definitely right the first time. I have an order. Porter's order goes like this. In last place, 6. In 6th place, 5. In 5th place, 7. In 4th place, 3. In 3rd place, 2. In 2nd place, 1. And in 1st place, 4. Let's see the Porter order. All right, glass 6 in last place is letter F. And if I have my notes, I tell you what it is. A bit thin and nutty. A bit thin and nutty. It's probably going to be like the best bourbon in the world, and I just embarrassed myself. Northwest Bourbon, I'm sorry, man. Yours was in last place tonight. Not saying it's bad, but compared to the rest of them, not great. It's got an eagle on there, an eagle sticker, which is nice. All right. In last place, Northwest Bourbon scent. Look at American flag. Again, paper too. Black Ridge Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 90 proof. What the heck is Black Ridge? It's a bit nutty, eh? It's a bit nutty, isn't it? Black Ridge. Never heard of her. Thank you, Northwest Bourbon, for sending that. Appreciate it. Tonight I didn't have the juice to pull off the squeeze, if you know what I mean. And if you don't know what I mean, then definitely not alone. Tight Cuts needs a translator. I think we decided tonight a 90 proof, 90 to 94.9 proof. The featherweights, I feel very good about this. So I've had, not that much whiskey, little sips out of each of them. I feel good. The whiskey levels is good, and my palate's still good. My palate feels amazing. My palate could do like 3 more reps, 3 more sets of 6, you could say. In 6th place was Glass 5. Five was one that I found a bit bitter. Yeah, a bit bitter. Yeah, okay, Glass 5 isn't my favorite either. Again, not saying it's bad, just not my jam. Glass 5 is letter A, which is Mark Schwartz. Mark Schwartz sent the 6th place Port Night, Glass A. I can tell I'm doing much better than last week, because last week when I went to clean up my mess, there was stuff everywhere. And now I'm making a neat pile tonight. That's the difference between super heavyweights and featherweights. Have I had chicken cock whiskey? Just tried it for the first time. I have not. The bottles are really pretty, but I haven't heard the best things about them, so I haven't had it. I wouldn't mind a sample of chicken cock stuff just to see what it's all about, but there's so much. I'm gonna make a video, and it's coming up soon, and it's gonna be about how we are literally surrounded by bad bourbon, or like subpar bourbon, or like low quality bourbon, or not great bourbon. And it's like the game that we're playing right now isn't trying to find the best bourbon that we can buy for the money. The game we're playing is like trying to avoid all the expensive disasters that are on the shelf in front of us with all these different labels and bottles. And it's like, what the hell is this? If you go into the Party Source, they have so much bourbon in there. 70% of it, never heard of it. And if I were to spend like $1,000 in there on bottles that I've never heard of before, I bet you I'd be unhappy with most of them. That's just a guess. Where was I? I'm not sure where I started that rant from. But that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. A Willet 4-year tastes like Christmas tree, sweet spirit. Oh, isn't it? That cinnamon on a Willet 4-year rye is phenomenal. One of my favorite winter whiskeys, Willet 4-year rye. Oh yeah, so we have in 6th place from Mark is really okay. You know what? I have a bottle of this, and I tried it the other day. And I thought the same thing than when I just tried it now. I was actually surprised because I really liked this before. I never shot a review for it. I got this bottle as a gift from Dan and Julie when I went to visit them in Kentucky. It's Woodford Reserve, very fine rare bourbon, 90.4 proof. It is a bit bitter. There's a bit of a bitterness on it. And when I tasted it the other night, I thought the same thing. I'm like, I don't remember it being that bitter. Thank you for sending that. Very cool bottle, and I really, really appreciate it. It didn't have enough, just didn't have enough tonight, but still, thank you for sending it. Let's see here. Can you even, no, absolutely not. You can't judge a bourbon by its cost at all. That's like, no, not even close. how if you go in, let's say, okay, I'm in Colorado. If I go into any liquor store in Colorado and I walk up to their local or Colorado whiskey shelf, all of the whiskeys on that shelf are priced above average. And the ones I've tried aren't the greatest. It's just the weirdest thing. If you had a $30 bottle of Elijah Craig small batch and that's what you liked, and then you went into a store and you thought to yourself, well, if $30 got me this or $35 got me this, I'm going to buy a $70 bottle and it'll be twice as good. And you just bought a bunch, like you'd be so disappointed because a lot of it's what some critics would call bad, and it's everywhere. It's like dodging landmines, except for less, severe, and probably shouldn't have made that comparison, but at the same time, dodging bourbon landmines. Henry McKenna, like it. I do like Henry McKenna. And if I were to say I didn't, I would be blinded by it, and I'd love it again. Oh, chicken cock, that's where... It is a weird one. It's a bit weird. All right, let's go to fifth place is Glass 7. Now we're out of the category of dislike. I didn't even say... You know what? I did not like Glass 6 and 5 when I tasted them for some reason. Now we're into the category of not starting to like. And this one is sweet and oaky and a little bit cherry, but not crazy out of this world fantastic, but still very, very good. Very, very good. And Glass 7, I didn't even look, is letter D, John K. John K in fifth place tonight. Tim, I do, when I have it by itself, I don't dislike it, but if you go back to it, you'll be like, there is a bitterness to it. And you know what that bitterness is? It's the bitterness you get when you add too much water. They added, I'm sure that at like 95, 96, 97 proof, it was probably amazing, but because they're Woodford, they had to hit 90.4 because that's just what they do for no reason. Why would anybody? I don't understand that. 90.4 is that's our proof, and we're sticking to it. Did it make it taste worse? Oh, yeah, definitely made it taste worse. But that's our proof. We're sticking to it. There's no possible way that it tasted the best at 90.4 proof. No way. Another rant coming from the big guy. All right, fifth place was John K, Glass D, which was number 7. And lots of paper. All right. It's a Buffalo Trace store pick. Buffalo Trace 90 proof, single barrel store pick. Latitudes in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. I think I did say that 7 did remind me of Buffalo Trace a little bit. If I didn't say it, it's definitely in my notes wherever they went. Because on Glass 3, I believe I wish I had my notes. In Glass 3, I think I guessed Weller 12. And when I got to Glass 7, I was like, that reminds me of Glass 3. And then after I stopped drinking Glass 7, I went to Glass 3. And then I was like, oh no, Glass 3 is way better. If my hunch is correct, then Glass 3 might be Weller 12. Thank you for the store pick, the Buffalo Trace. That's a very good Buffalo Trace store pick. I likey. Porter likey. I see the bottle next to you. All I see is a blue label. It looks like the top Pop-Tart. I'm guessing Penelope. Yeah, it's the Architect, the new Architect Build 4. Build 3. Have not opened it yet. 1792 bottled and bond good. It's fine. A lot of people enjoy them more than I do. Is it 1792 bottled and bond won some crazy award in 2021? I think it was like it won Bourbon of the Year for something. Was it San Francisco? Did San Francisco give it Bourbon of the Year? Like, it ain't that good, that's for sure. But it's fine. It's a weird thing. When I first got into bourbon, not when I first, but like when I started like diversifying into a bunch of different things, it's when 1792 bottled and bond, like when that was released, I was like, oh, if that's released, I gotta go get one. And that whiskey gave me a headache every single time I'd sip it. And no other whiskey ever did that. Strangest thing. I don't know if it does it anymore. I would have to go back and check, but it gave me a friggin' headache. Oh, David, we're going to get to the top 4 in a second, but David made a good point. What was it? Don't get me wrong. There are some great allocated expensive bourbons, but there are so many great cheaper bourbons on the shelf today. For sure. And there are also very expensive craft bourbons that aren't, they're just sitting there when there's cheaper, better stuff on the shelf as well. You know what I mean? It's just, pricing is so strange. Not impressed. 12 year? Hells yeah. I've had a couple samples of 12 year. I really want a bottle of it, but I've never ever seen one. But I would absolutely love a bottle of 1792 12 year. That one was really good. The 225th anniversary bottle, I've had that at Dan and Julie's house. That one was really good. So the 12 year, the 225th anniversary, I think that's the anniversary. That's a weird anniversary to remember, but I think that's the bottle. And the full proofs are my favorite 1792s. Didn't really like the high rye and don't really like the sweet wheat. When you left, you put something on the floor to your right. Was that your notebook? To my right? I don't see it. It probably was, but I don't see it. Did Heaven Hill slide into your DMs yet? Oh, no, they never will. On Instagram, they asked about like your favorite release of like what's your favorite Heaven Hill product, and I was like, "Yo, listen, make Elijah Craig great again." Basically, what I said, and then I posted it on my stories and said, "Anybody who agrees with my comment, go like it. You know, let them know that we mean business. We want our Elijah Craig barrel proof back. Whatever you guys were doing between the years of like." Whatever, 2014 and 2020, nailed it. Whatever happened after that, gonna need you to stop that and go back to what you were doing before, because kind of a difference there. You know what I mean? They asked for opinions, and I normally don't voice my opinion, but it was in writing, so it was way easier. C917, so good. C918, amazing. C919, amazing. C920, so good. They're all good. A117, incredible. A118, one of my favorites. They're just so damn good. So damn good. All right. If you are ready to get into the top 4, then let's do it. But before we do that, let's talk about Alec Bradley cigars, the best cigars that you could ever smoke. If you disagree with that statement, then I totally understand. And we can no longer be friends, but we can. We can just agree to disagree. But if you're ever driving in your car and you wish that you had a cigar in your car, but you can't because it's a rental or a lease, or your wife would just murder you, and you decide that today's the day that you just give in, you break, I'd recommend doing it with an Alec and Bradley Kintsugi. That's what I would do. That's what I would do if I were you. Any other ways just to waste. In fourth place is Glass 3. The top 3 were what some would consider to be a hard choice. And I wish I had my notebook because this is where I wanted to compare to make sure I was right. All right. I'm just going to go with what I had here. This has to be right. 1 was phenomenal. 2, yeah. Okay, 3. Glass 3. Oh, wait a minute. Wow. All right. Things change when you give your palate a little bit of a break. Glass 3, all of a sudden, is a bit nutty. What in the world would that be? At first, I thought that might be a Weller 12, but I'm dead wrong. That's a nutty bugger. What is it? It's letter E. That's really good, but E came from Rob Sinclair. When I opened up Rob Sinclair's box with a knife that Will gave me, MVP Will, I almost cut the whole thing off. So, all right. Rob Sinclair scent. Okay. Oh, that is why it's a bit nutty. Bladen Bow. Bladen Bow with a solid performance tonight. Bladen Bow. All right. That tasted so good the first couple of times through. And then when I just tasted it that last time is when that nuttiness really stood out. I'm wondering if some oakiness, maybe from Glass 2 or something, continued to linger into Glass 3. I wish I did have my notes here because I did say a couple things. But Bladen Bow in fourth place. What was fifth place? 7th, 6th, 5th was D, which was, that was a Buffalo Trace store pick. Right? Yeah, I went. Black Ridge in 7th place, Woodford Very Fine Rare Bourbon in 6th place, Buffalo Trace store pick in 5th place, Bladen Bow in 4th place. So that's moving on to 3rd place. Man, these reveals are so much better, and I'm pre-embarrassed for my scribbled scrap reveal. That's okay. What is the Bladen Bow proof? 91, I think it was? 91 proof, Bladen Bow. You know what it was? What happened was there's only one. What's the word? Explanation. There's only one explanation. The first couple times through, I must have got the Stitzel Weller juice that they put inside the Bladen Bow, and then the third time I sipped it, it must have just been the regular stuff. You know, because the way that they do it. Every Bladen Bow has a little Stitzel Weller. All right. Glass 2 was in 3rd place. And Glass 2 letter B. Letter B. I'm so happy that I drank the Calumet 8 before I started this flight because everything after that Calumet 8 tasted so good. I thought Bladen Bow was Weller 12 after that Calumet 8. So, thank you, Calumet 8, for making everything else taste good. All right. Bob Balkovec in 4th place. In 3rd place. Bob Balkovec in 3rd place. Letter B. That Stitzel Weller will sneak up and get you. You know, for sure. Kids football game was wondering, is America made in America? The headband or the whiskey, the bourbon? The bourbon must be, right? Must be. You came in late. Luckily, there's you can rewatch it. Luckily, you can rewatch it. All right. Bob Belkovac, third place tonight. Sent. Widow Jane 10-year. Bottle 91 proof. Widow Jane Distillery, New York. I shot a Widow Jane 10-year video back in 2019. It was like one of my first handful of videos. I think it might have been during like Christmas time. And really, really liked it. The Widow Jane 10-year, I really, really enjoyed. And that's not a surprise to me that it beat out the rest of these. Widow Jane 10-year, if you don't have one, it's a black label. The single barrels I've had are really, really good. They've got like the 13-year-old stuff now that's over $100. I'm tempted, but I can't do it. But I might. You never know, I might. Thanks, Bob, for sending that. I did like that. Alec is in the house. That's very interesting. What are you talking about? Yourself? Because you are one of the most interesting people I've ever met. In a great way. You are one amazing person, Alec. We should arm wrestle, left-handed. For sure. We'll do it lefty, just to be fair. Second place was glass number 1. And glass number 1 is really, really good. Glass C. Is that the Tennessee Widow Jane? It doesn't say. It doesn't say. All right, glass 1 was in second place. The runner-up is C, which means Jason Gaffney is the runner-up, and Jacob Cowles must be glass 4. Jacob Cowles, congratulations. You are the 2022 Ultimate Fighting Championship Featherweight Champion of the World, or ADHD Whiskey, whichever one sounds better to you. But let's do the reveal. Let's find out what Jason sent, the runner-up. The runner-up Jason sent Weller 12. And I wish I had my book because I said one of them reminded me of Weller 12. I thought it was 3. Maybe it was 2. I don't know. Maybe I was totally wrong. But Weller 12 came in second place tonight. The runner-up was Weller 12. Thank you so much, Jason, for sending that. Really, really enjoyed it. And then the winner, Jacob Cowles, the champion, sent in a sample that is, wow. This is amazing. Wow, I love that. Wow, that is so damn good. All right, here we go. The champion, the featherweight champion of the world, Jacob Cowles sent. Do I have a guess first? It might be a turkey, like one of the masters keep turkeys or something like that. Or possibly like an orphan barrel. Let's find out. The champion is Orphan Barrel Rhetoric 20-year, 90 proof. Dude, Jacob, incredible pour. Incredible pour. Orphan Barrel Rhetoric 20-year. It wasn't exactly something that I was hoping for because I was hoping to be able to find something, but I can't find that. But Jacob, thank you for sending that. You are the featherweight champion with the Orphan Barrel Rhetoric 20-year. It's 90 proof and it is ridiculously good. Man, I want a bottle of that. That is so damn good. So damn good. Someone took my middleweight spot already? What are you talking about, Big Vic? Nobody took your middleweight spot. I didn't change anything. The only thing I changed was if I received something. Then I just updated it. But I didn't check the mail today, so. Wow. That Rhetoric 20-year? Holy shit, that's good. Let's see here. We got a photo from Bill Kavanaugh. Oh, he sent him. Oh, there. Wow, he sent Bill Kavanaugh. You gangster. You super heavyweight champion gangster. So tonight, to recap, 7th place, Northwest Bourbon sent Black Ridge, a 90 proof bourbon. 6th place, Mark Schwartz sent Woodford Reserve, very fine rare, 90.4 proof. 5th place, John Kay sent a Buffalo Trace single barrel store pick. 4th place, Rob Sinclair sent Blade and Bow. 3rd place, Bob Belkvec sent Widow Jane 10-year. The runner-up in 2nd place was Jason, and he sent a Weller 12. And the winner and featherweight champion of the world, or ADHD Whiskey's channel, Jacob, call with the Orphan Barrel Rhetoric 20-year. He also sent this. If you watched last week and were not impressed with my reveal, 7th place last week was an Old Forester single barrel sent from Rick Manasek. That was a barrel proof in the super heavyweight division. In 6th place, DC sent Stag Junior Batch 13, which I absolutely love, but for some reason I remember it tasted very flat after that. Hear me out. Was I completely confident in my results? Pretty sure. But what I did was I took the remainder of DC's 2-ounce sample, I rebottled it into a 1 ounce, and I put it in my 1 ounce Wednesday box. So eventually at some point I will get to the Stag Junior Batch 13, and we'll see how it does there. It tasted a little bit flat. I was surprised when I found out it was a Stag Junior. In 5th place was Brian Engelhard with an Elijah Craig single barrel proof, so a single barrel Elijah Craig. Tim Weeks in 4th place sent a proprietor, Lucky 7 14-year proprietor. 3rd place was Jay Liang, sent the Kelvin collaboration, the 4-gate Kelvin collaboration 2. The runner-up was a Jack Daniels Coy Hill sent from Brett Buffman, which was, of course, like the palate blaster, but it did not have the complexity and longevity of enjoyment as the winner sent by Bill Kavanaugh, a Heaven Hill 14-year select stock at 132.3 proof. I do love the quality, the best Elijah Craig barrel proofs that there have ever been. The Heaven Hill Select Stock 14 years, like an older Elijah Craig barrel proof at 132 was incredible. Absolutely loved it. So that wraps up the first 2 weeks of the Ultimate Flighting Championship. We have 5 more weight divisions to go, I think. 5 more maybe. And man, oh man, I'm so excited. So excited to do the rest of these. I'm also excited because the flight tonight, even though there was stuff in here that like wasn't the most mind-blowing pours, the Blade and Bow and the Buffalo Trace store pick tasted so good to me. And that is a refresher. That's refreshing to me. Sometimes I get a little bit tired of bourbon once in a while, and I'm like, what am I even doing here? But to know that I got excited about Blade and Bow and a Buffalo Trace store pick blind is good to me. I really, really like that. I don't know. Super cool. The Rhetoric, of course, fantastic. Somebody give this man a bottle of Rhetoric 20. Yeah, right. What was second place? Second place was the Weller 12. And I'm probably way behind, huh? What is the price of it? Oh, shoot. Who knows? That's got to be Probably $500 or more, 600, 700. I don't even know. Does anybody organize their whiskey by proof, or is that crazy? That there are different ways to organize it. You can organize it by mash bill, by distillery, by proof, alphabetically, if you're good with letters. You could organize it smallest to tallest, thickest to whatever. I don't know. All I'm saying is organize it however you want. You'd be surprised to know that my organized whiskey collection is what some people who go into the hoarder houses call unorganized. Surprise? You know what I mean? Which Calumet 8 is that? It's just the bad one, you know? Red. It's just Calumet 8 Disgusting Edition. Sorry. So excited for you, Jake. You deserve the win. When I read that, I thought Jake Paul for a second. And if he beats Anderson Silva, I will be devastated. Let's go, Matt and everyone. Have a great bourbon night. You too. You have a great night. Before we leave, what I would like to do is... What are we laughing at? I don't even know. Organized by distillery. I don't have... I kind of did that, and then all of a sudden they didn't fit anymore. So now I have like... Yeah. I started to do it. Now it's just a mess. Anyway, before we leave tonight, first of all, thank you to all the patrons who sent these samples. And by sent, I mean hand-delivered. So much fun to do this, and this is a challenge to me because I don't do a lot of blind flights, double blind flights anymore, and it's eye-opening and exciting. It's a test to my palate. I think that I would say this. Not only were the pours good tonight, but I believe that for a seven pour flight, my palate stood up to the challenge all right. Was it lower proof? Yes, but still good for me to know. I don't think that there was a wrong order here. I'm very happy with my order. None of these I revealed and went, whoops, that should have been lower or that should have been higher. I think that it was a pretty solid order and I'm happy with it. What else? Oh, yeah. Jake Paul versus Tate. How do you open this again? Is my Will Henderson knife over here somewhere? Oh, there it is. Oh, Will Henderson MVP. Spider Co. During COVID, when I was drinking a lot, I organized by proof. That way I knew which corner of my shelves to look at depending on how slammered I was. Where do I think of the line is? Is it here? No, that's the lip. Holy crap. Someone's gonna get hurt. By someone, I mean me. My mind's on obtainium, and I'm doing night. Obtainium. This is a 14-year, 11-month Obtainium light whiskey. Obviously MGP from Cat's Eye Distillery. Thank you, Gene, for the hookup. Ryan has to send me stickers for my bottles because mine got sent before they were stickered, but it is 50 Shades of Grape is the sticker. It's me dressed up as Willy Wonka inside of a sex dungeon. America. All right. One little sip of this, and we'll call it a night. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. I love Friday night live streams. I freaking love you guys. After a week of just talking to my children and myself, I love you. And it's just a fun night, a fun time, a fun night. Look at that ADHD whiskey Glencairn. Wow. That's different. That's a different stroke. That is a little bit different than these 90 proofers. You should rep the winner, Jake's Food Truck. Free pizza. They're so good. Jake's Food Truck? Free pizza? What is that? Sam Lynch, tell me more. You said food truck and free pizza in the same sentence. No, we're not. Almost 15 years. Well, when I picked it, it said 15 years. It is, for sure. This was a fun live. If you want a sample of that Widow Jane 13 or chicken cock, let me know. That's my best Bruzel. It's terrible, but in my head it sounded just like a Bruzel. Thank you. And Bruzel, I still owe you a sample of Coy Hill that I will certainly send you. I promise. 110% promise. I haven't done a giveaway on a live stream in weeks because I have 2 or 3 more packages to send out. They're already boxed up. I had a lot more than I thought. So next week I'm going to do a giveaway. And if you tell me by the end of next week that you don't have something that I promised you or that you won, talk, because I need to send that. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have everything done by then. But don't ever let me slip or forget. Make sure you tell me. All right. Obtanium down that. Wow. So much different, but this is so much oakier than light whiskeys I'm used to. Dumb Hatch, 135.7 proof, 50 shades of grape. Wow. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Wow. Okay. Wow. Can't be mad at that. That's a powerhouse pucker puncher. That'll do it. Goodness gracious. Coming off of those, that's a different animal altogether. Mom, I love you. I'll have the girls call you this weekend. How about a Sunday video chat with Grandma? That sounds good to me, and it'll sound good to them. 5-year-old ear infection. Had to bring her to the doctor this morning, or bring her to the doctor today. Antibiotics. You know, if it's not one thing or it's another. There's always something going on with these kids, and just want them to not need antibiotics for a while. But thank God for antibiotics. The winner owns the best pizza food truck in Portland. Really? What's it called? Can I drive to Colorado? Curious? We'll meet halfway. Bruzel, hold it. I'll come to you sooner rather than later and pick it up in person. I know you're already subscribed to Bruzel, but if you're not, definitely give him a sub. He is amazing. He's the best. Davilar's in chat. Hey, what's up, Mr. William Davilar? Kids are always sick. That's what the doctor asked today. She's like, any other sicknesses at home? I'm like, they're in school. It's every single day. Every single day there's something else. Every single day. Did I have anything else to talk about before we called it a night? Talked about the super cool Michael Veitch Whiskey of the Month for my rare character pick. Talked about that. Talked about the Starlight pick dropping on Patreon on October 7th, the Pinot de Charons Red Panty Night pick. That drops on October 7th. I don't know. As soon as I say bye, I'll remember what I wanted to talk about. I don't know. No idea. That's so tight on my head. Oh, yeah. That's going to be there for a bit, huh? I feel like Blake Griffin. If Blake Griffin were not 6'9" and huge. Fort Collins has an awesome whiskey bar. Where's Fort Collins? Great show tonight, Matt. Cheers and good night, everyone. Good night, Saucy Shane. Mike Ives, cheers. Looking forward to the heavyweights. Me too. I'm loving this. I'm loving this whole thing. Every year, I really enjoy doing it. And by every year, I mean second year. This is the second year, and I like it a lot. Great flight tonight. Talk about your old fishing vids and where to see them. They're on my Patreon. I posted them on Patreon a long time ago. They were on the channel. I just made them unlisted. So they're still viewable. And the links are on Patreon. They're not good. Okay. They're not good. Tony's in Old Town. What the heck are we talking about? Grizzly Beast Batch 2? What is that? What's Grizzly Beast Batch 2? Is that a chewing tobacco? All right. I got to call it a night. I have to go make sure that my ear-infected 5-year-old is feeling great. And if not, I need to take care of her for goodness sake. Maybe a little Tylenol. Maybe a little Mucinex. Who knows? Maybe a little Kleenex so that with her nose she'll blows. Who the heck knows? But I do have to say this. I love you all. I appreciate you so much. This was a bunch of fun. And next week, I'm not sure which weight division we are going to do. Depends on which one fills up first. So, until next time, my name is Matt. This is ADHD Whiskey. And like I always say, keep your head in the clouds, but your mind on... keeping your tool set inside your wife's Victoria's Secret backpack, because I ruined it with tools. And I'm sorry, babe, but I love you. Everyone have a good night. See you next week. Bye. Goodbye.